Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Weird. Weird things happen. It was frozen and now it's not. Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Alone Together Pittsburgh. We're coming at you live, obviously, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on this light dusting of a snow-covered day. This is episode 147. Week 48, I believe, of Alone Together Pittsburgh. As you can tell, we started back when the shelter-in-place order came down. We want to keep a sense of community going. So if it's your first time here, welcome. Thanks for welcoming us into your homes and mobile devices. We are here. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. Very excited about it. It's exciting because, as you can see there, we've got the man, the myth, the legend himself, royalty, Selecta is going to be here tonight. And then you see Erin Hart's picture, but it's not going to be Erin Hart. We have somebody new coming in from Farm to Table who's going to be talking to us. Her name is Danielle Dawn, and she is the new kitchen correspondent for Farm to Table. We're going to find out what that's all about. But before we do that, we're going to check off a couple of things here. We do a little bit of housekeeping. Number one, ticking below me right now, that is our Venmo. It is at Together PGH. So any funds you could kick in, they go directly to the artists involved in the show on any night. We would greatly appreciate it. Even if it's $1, everything goes a long way for us here. So we're on PayPal and Venmo. That's the way to do it. Also, we are now episode 147. We are on Twitch now too. So you can get us on Facebook, you can get us on YouTube, and now Twitch, okay? And I'm sure Selecta is going to tell us a couple of things about Twitch a little bit later on in the day. So that said, we wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for the global pandemic that's going on right now, if it wasn't for COVID-19. So I start every show talking about the numbers in Allegheny County, and we've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is the COVID numbers are down to 239 today, and they've been trending down from 400. They were kind of plateauing around 400, but now they're at 239, which is good. But the bad news is the UK strand variation has now been confirmed in Allegheny County for the first known case. So it's here. So lock it down even harder, because this little bastard's not going away. So the best way to do that is, one, if you can get a vaccine, do that. But putting on a mask. There's no politics about it. Put on a mask. Everyone can do it. My 2-year-old wears a mask constantly whenever we go outside for walks and stuff. You can do it too. Just put on a mask, and we can get through this all together. The best way to keep washing your hands, keep social distancing. Don't forget what's going on, because we don't have this at 100% figured out yet. All right, that said, we got some good stuff going on here. I am not Bummer Jordan. I'm just telling you some facts. But I think, Pete, were you able to put together that in-show poll for tonight to talk about?
No.
Really? You didn't look at that text thread? No?
No.
All right, we'll get to the poll a little later. But if
is there a poll? I didn't even know.
We'll get to the poll a little later. But if we did have the poll ready, it would be brought to you by Engine House 25 Winery. So the easiest thing to do would be go to eh25.com. You can find out a great selection of wines that they have there. They're right there in Doughboy Square in Lawrenceville, where Lawrenceville pretty much meets the Strip District. It's also home to the Clemente Museum. So go to eh25.com. Tell them we sent you. You get $5 off per bottle. They're doing free delivery during the pandemic. They're doing curbside, and I think their tasting room is open select hours, but only like 1 or 2 people can go in at a time to get stuff and go out. I don't know if you can actually taste in that room, but you can go there. They've got a great selection of stuff. Go to eh25.com. They've got reds, they've got whites, the grapes. It's all bottled and hand selected in Pittsburgh, but the grapes come from Napa, Chile, and everywhere in between. They've got some great merch going on there too. I might actually be sporting one of their shirts tomorrow. So yeah, tune in for that. All right, so that said, Pete, Dave, did anything else happen in your worlds here over our 5 days off?
Yeah.
Good, man. Good. He's not the best.
I had a blast. I had a good time.
What did you do?
Nothing. I took it easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I took it easy. I took it sleazy. That's the new thing I'm doing in 2021.
Let me see that facial hair.
forget it. It's too sleazy for you.
Too sleazy. It's too sleazy. We're gonna get shut. We're gonna get taken down off of Twitch.
Facebook will get mad. Twitch, we just got here, man. We got to never get a first chance to make a first impression twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I know, man.
That's the way it works.
I'm glad you saved that with twice.
I'm an adult now.
You
That's
never,
what I learned.
you never get a first chance to make a first impression twice. Never happens.
Dandruff.
Head and Shoulders. I think Troy Polamalu and Patrick Mahomes are still doing those Head and Shoulders commercials. So there's my football talk. Was the Super Bowl before or after last week? I don't know.
I don't know, but there were a bunch of commercials on.
That's what I'm saying. Did you have a favorite commercial?
Yes, Bruce Springsteen, easily.
Really? You like that? He's gotten some hell from that.
I know. I don't think, whatever. People just want to get pissed about something. You know what I mean? There's nothing to get pissed about anymore. You got to find something. You got to find an enemy. And you got to pull together against a common enemy. That's what unites us. That's basically what Springsteen was saying. If we all get together and get mad at something, then, and in this case, it's Jeep vehicles and the fact that they're owned by Italians. It's not right. So Springsteen at least set the record straight. You know what I mean? Edward Scissorhands was bullshit. That was bullshit.
All right, that was a bullshit commercial.
But it's a family show, so I digress.
What did you think of the commercial where they had all the lookalikes?
I missed that one.
All right, there was a commercial where there was like a Serena Williams lookalike, and they had all these lookalikes. And I forget. I'm blanking right now. I wish I knew we were talking about this, but
we basically should have done a Super Bowl commercial roundtable. That's what maybe.
Why don't we do that for the poll? Why don't you do that for the poll right now? What was your favorite commercial from the thing? That way,
I'll throw BS up there. Bruce Springsteen. BS is my call. Let's maybe throw it to the audience to see what they say.
Yeah, throw the audience. If you guys are watching anything, get on that. Your favorite Super Bowl commercial and why in the chat there. We'll hit that going. But I digress. Let's get to the show. I mean, it's time. It's quarter past the hour. I think we need to get rolling here. So, like I said, later in the show, Selecta is going to be coming on. Before that, we have a weekly segment every Wednesday from Farm to Table PA. Buy fresh, buy local, keep it fresh, keep it local. FARM2TABLEPA.com, and they've sent to us tonight their new kitchen correspondent. Please welcome, for the first time on Alone Together, Danielle Dawn.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Hey Danielle, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just put all my kids to bed. I got my wine and chilling.
Well, I'm glad you're spending your downtime with us. My daughter is not going to be going down for a while, so you'll probably be hearing her shortly. So tell me what is a kitchen correspondent at Farm to Table?
It's a lot of fun, and it's kind of like a work in progress. But basically, my job is to answer the question, what comes in a CSA and how do I use it? How do I incorporate this into my routine? So I will be getting a weekly CSA from the marketplace at Emerald Valley. You guys know they have a winter CSA box, right?
Yes, yeah, we love them. They were on the show, I think, last week.
Awesome. So I'm going to be gathering, getting all those things and then talking about how I'm incorporating it into my weekly meal plan, how my kids are eating it, how I'm eating it, and how I'm making the most out of that CSA box and incorporating it into my routine. Like right now it's like maybe one big trip at Sam's Club a month, just to kind of like limit that exposure, and then CSA boxes to my door. That's it for groceries. So I mean, it's pretty sweet. Opens up a lot of free time for me, and I want more people to have that. And then that's increasing the local food that we're all enjoying. So. And
Emerald Valley, they deliver it right to your door.
I know, it's crazy.
So you don't have to do the pickup. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what they did out there with that.
Yeah, so, I'm pretty far from the city too. And
what part of where?
I'm in Greensburg.
Oh wow! So that's a haul from Emerald Valley too.
Yeah. Yep.
That is awesome. So yeah, check that out. So all right. So talk me through it right now. I want to get a CSA. What can you tell me? I have a house of 3.
All right, you're gonna get a lot of greens. Do you eat salads every day?
Not every day, but I should. I would like to.
I do. I don't either, and I'm really excited. That's the main thing, is getting a lot of greens right now. They're hydroponically grown. And because there's not a lot of opportunity in raw land right now. So it's a lot of greens. We'll have some apples and potatoes that are can store well over winter, and of course cheese. So
yeah.
What's better than vegetables with like some warm melted cheese on top?
Now, had you been doing CSAs, and had you been doing this stuff before you got the gig?
Yeah, I've been working with Elisa and Erin off and on for a couple years now. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I kind of dropped the whole career thing to be with my family, and I've been really loving it. But super passionate about sharing local food. I never really stepped out of that. I was always a advocate for that. I've worked a couple markets just for farms that I know. A couple of my friends started some farms. My friend Jess, we used to work together. Now she does grows over 1,000 chickens and turkeys through the year. And I kind of helped walk her through that process and was like, hey, you got to be at a farmer's market. She's like, I don't really know. I don't really want to, it's a huge investment of my time to be there. And I'm like, no, but you got to make a connection to your customers. And more than that, it's so important for farmers to have that resource of, the other vendors and the other farmers to kind of grow that community of farms so that we can each other. And she's got a lot of business to business, sales because of that. So I've just always been super passionate about it, and just trying to, farmers don't necessarily have time to market themselves. So I kind of take it upon myself because I love this food and I want to make sure that it's available for me as well as everyone else in my community.
That's awesome. So what's the best way to get at FARM2TABLEPA.com on the website? Is that the best way to get at this?
Absolutely. And there's a list of different CSAs in our region, and Emerald Valley is doing the winter CSA. If you're passionate about this, you got to get on board right now for spring and summer. The CSA signups are happening now. I know Sarver Hill Organic in Greensburg, they have a discount right now for February. If you sign up in February, you'll be able to enjoy produce throughout the season. And CSA means community supported agriculture. So the best part about it is you're investing in your farm now when, resources are tight. There's not a lot coming in for them right now, but there's a lot going out for seeds and, getting their fields ready, getting their barns ready. So this is a great way to just let them know, yeah, we value what you're doing. We want fresh, healthy food right at our doorstep. And I'm going to invest in you guys right now, and then invest in my family with some healthy food.
That's awesome. I mean, it's a win-win. And this and the Emerald Valley, just the stuff that they do there, talk about a sense of community. They're a hub for stuff. And if you even go to their website, even without a CSA, I mean, they deliver.
Yep.
Yeah. So that I'm a big fan of that place there. So speaking of farmers markets, do you end up going to farmers markets? I mean,
what was that?
Go ahead. Just. I mean, maybe not as much now, but
right. I'm really hoping that that's going to be an opportunity. I think a lot of people are going to be, after what we kind of saw in the pandemic with big box stores not be able to fill our demands. It kind of made you think man, I kind of take for granted that there's food here and whatever else. Maybe I should reach out and make some connections and see what's available in my local community. So I think that farmers markets, they did a really good job last year. I know the Ligonier Farmers Market, they put all COVID policies, they did their best to spread vendors apart, all of those things. And I'm really hoping that we can have some opportunities for the farmers again.
That's awesome.
This year. So I think that they were really responsible, and it's just such a great way to invest in those farms.
All right. One last question. What's your favorite thing you get in the CSA box? What's the thing you get this and it's so much better than if you went to the grocery store? Where's the thing that's wow, I got this?
I have to pick just one.
You can do two. I'll give you 1.5. Okay. Go with 2.
I can tell you the thing that sold me was eggs. Eggs from a local farm.
You can tell the difference, yeah.
Completely different. And I have friends that maybe have like a little bit of sensitivity to eggs, but when they get from the farm, they don't have as many issues. And then cream lime milk. I hope that people know that there's a difference. Like there's the milk you get at the store is amazing. You can make sure that it's like from a local farmer, like Schneider Dairy or Turner's, you know, amazing milk companies. But there's also, and that's homogenized, and like the fat is taken out and re-put in, like you have whole milk, 2%, 1%. There's also cream lime. Do you know what cream lime milk is?
I do not know.
Okay, it's amazing.
All right. It's amazing. Done. All right. Thanks for coming out, Dave. Go ahead.
It's got all the fat in it, and like don't worry, like the fat that's good for you. It's good stuff. So you have to like shake your bottle. It's like reminiscent of old times. Just you gotta shake the bottle up to make sure that the cream's not separated, and it's like creamy and dreamy. And Twin Brooks, which is available through Emerald Valley, their chocolate milk. I mean, like I've tasted a lot of chocolate milk. I've gone to Somerset because people said like, this is the chocolate milk. It's the best around. Like, and I've made that trip, and Twin Brooks beat it. It's the just chocolate milk. There it is. It's so good. And so cream lime milk, it's not homogenized. It's still pasteurized. So you're still getting like a safe product. It's not necessarily raw milk. We won't get into like that right now.
Right.
Cream lime milk is a great way to support your local dairy farmers. And dairy farmers, like they're the ones maintaining that countryside. Like I said, I live outside of Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. So the countryside, that's why I love where I live. And the people maintaining that property and maintaining that, ideal setting, and it's the dairy farmers. We need to support them. And there's a lot of them that are having a really hard time, but they've used it as a pivot rather than, going the traditional route. They're bottling milk on their own rather than shipping it and getting it mass produced. They're saying, hey, we're going to bottle this here and sell it on our store, or work locally to sell this product. And we got to support it, guys. We got to do it.
All right. Well, I'm sold. Danielle, I'm so glad I talked to you right now. I'm going to hit that up. I'm going to get that. It's going to get sent to my door right away.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming out here tonight. And hopefully we can have you check back in. Everybody out there, check out Danielle Dawn, the kitchen correspondent. And you can go to FARM2TABLEPA.com, find out what she's getting in her CSA box and more.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I hope you guys all come on this journey. It's going to be super fun, and we're going to be cooking and eating, and my kids will probably get involved.
I'd like to see it. Danielle, thank you so much. Enjoy your wine and some peace and quiet at your house.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and remember, everybody, you can check it every Wednesday. We've got a Farm to Table segment. They're one of the sponsors of the show there, and we love what they do. So just go there, FARM2TABLEPA.com. You can't go wrong. Pete, Dave, did we get an in-show poll?
Yes.
My man, you move fast. What is it? What's the poll?
Super Bowl things to do in the snow.
You son of a bitch.
Dave, you want to check in on that poll?
What the hell? Oh, my God.
Oh, there we go. See, look, rooting against Tom Brady's up there. Sled riding.
Wow.
Snowball fight.
This is almost an inside. This is almost an inside joke, folks. I was at the last minute. I was like, "Hey, let's just do stuff to do in the snow in Pittsburgh," and then we did the Super Bowl commercials. So there you go. Did you root against Tom Brady?
Who doesn't? He's a piece of shit.
All right. Well, what about sled riding? You got something against sled riding?
I hate sled riding too.
What about getting a snowball? What about a snowball fight?
I mean, I like throwing snowballs. That's pretty fun. Especially when you pelt little kids with them. It's fun, hit them in the face, they start crying.
What's your favorite commercial, Pete?
Oh, shit, I don't know.
All right. Good talk, Pete. Good talk.
I don't know.
He doesn't have a TV.
I have a TV. I just didn't really watch Super Bowl. I turned it on for a little bit, but yeah.
Well, the
Steelers weren't playing. What was up with that?
Yeah, I was shocked. I know we were talking about that. I couldn't believe it. I woke up and, time's a flat circle. But for some reason, this is one of the most organic thrills. We're checking in on Bobcat Dogthwaite, or the Bunny Cam.
What's going on over there?
Bunny sleeping over there.
Pete,
All
poke
right.
your dog.
All right, I'm going to poke my dog.
Poke that dog. Get him to do something fun.
Just
Come
don't,
on, Bunny.
just
Get up
please,
and dance or
please don't hit him with a snowball. Please don't. So anyway, while that's going on, we're going to get Bunny up in the action. I think it might be time, Dave. Is it time, Dave? Is it time?
It's time.
I think it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legendary guest here whose exploits are the stuff of legend, especially how he has coped with this pandemic and the trials and tribulations of going live 37 times a day for about the entire pandemic. Bring him out here right now. I'm excited to have him. I'm excited to talk to him. Here he is, Selecta.
I am not a cat.
You are not a cat. You are not a cat.
You must not know that reference. It's very timely.
I get it. It's good.
Yes. It
And
wasn't
you're
the
not.
best opening line, but I didn't have much prep time.
Well, you sound so smooth. So
It's my WYEP Grand Groove radio voice, 91.3 WYEP.
man, when
Every
the music
Friday from
matters.
6 to 8. Yeah, I don't really sound. Really, I sound like Manny Thiner, but Gilbert Gottfried.
Another reference that I get.
Thank you.
So man, how are you, man? How's everything been going? I haven't talked to you in forever.
Since I DJ'd your wedding.
Since you
Many moons
DJ'd my wedding.
No,
I mean,
that's
I've
not-
seen you
that's
since.
not true.
I have seen you since then. We have talked since then, but not really much since the pandemic, except for a couple check-ins here and there.
Yeah, that's about it. I've been staying afloat by initially going on Facebook. And when that ran into copyright violations, I explored Twitch. I was originally skeptical about getting folks to migrate over, but since about mid-August, I've been solely on Twitch, and it's been a blessing.
Smoother?
Both, what's up?
Has it gone smoother, a little more smoothly
It
on
has,
Twitch?
yeah, because you can play for 10 hours on Twitch, and you don't have to worry about any copyright strikes. You can keep going. You can let songs breathe through the entirety of their originally intended duration, as opposed to quick mixing out, so the algorithm doesn't catch you. So it's been
Right on.
a blast.
And that's awesome, man. Because I mean, I just remember following, like you were one of the first ones out of the gate online, right? So I would have it on, like on my phone, just in the house, and then it was getting cut down, and you were getting kicked off, and then it was back on, and then it was off and on and off and on, and you were going live constantly.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a brave new world for me. So I was exploring what I could get away with musically in Pittsburgh, and it's opened me up to play other genres that I was kind of afraid to play because of lack of reaction. The city doesn't really have the most openly minded musical. Actually, let me hush.
Well, that's okay, but I mean, did you know that WDVE is still the #1 radio station in the area, and they haven't
there you
changed. They haven't changed the music since the '70s.
You said it for me. There you
Yeah,
go.
just wanted to just take it to that, just to tag you for Pittsburgh. So, have you found a big pickup from people outside of Pittsburgh or even internationally?
Yeah, I have, because Twitch, you're broadcasting to the entire world.
Right.
So you're not just broadcasting within your Facebook community.
Right.
So, yeah, I have a lot of listeners in the DMV. I have a lot of West Coast listeners that wake up at 6 a.m. to listen to me. I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. So that's 6 on the West Coast. So a lot of West Coast listeners, a lot of listeners from across the pond, UK, France. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, not playing to a crowd though, has that changed your style at all? Or are you still feeling?
Yeah, I don't have to play the commercial set of the same. There's like a subset of 75 songs that you play at every party. Puffy, All About the Benjamins, and then you play, what else can I throw in there? Parliament Funkadelic, Knee Deep, and there's just staples. Snoop, Drop It Like It's Hot. I don't have to play any radio songs.
You would drop in a Mr. Wendell from time to time.
Very rarely.
Man,
Maybe Everyday People. Mr. Wendell, a handful.
Everyday People was more often than Mr. Wendell. You are correct.
Exactly. Right. So I'm playing on Mondays. I do a 5-hour jazz set of nothing but jazz. So definitely could not have done that on Facebook.
Absolutely not. But that's awesome though, man. That's fantastic. So, and I mean, are you able to, stay afloat with everything that's going on here? I mean, live gigs were your bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean, I still have weddings coming up this year, but Twitch is a monetary thing. So I get tips within Twitch. They're called bits, and people can subscribe to my page and in turn, they don't have to watch a commercial prior to joining my page, and they get access to exclusive emotes. There's one emote of just, there you go, of my face. There's one that's a Shaka Khan emote. I have an Erica Badu, a Jill Scott. So you gain access to those exclusives if you subscribe to my page.
All right, I like it. Well, now something else here. Just looking at you, I mean, you're in the running for the best backdrops here right now. And we talked a little bit before the show. You have got a entirely professional rig set up over there. It's not just albums on the wall.
It is not a ring light and an iPhone. No, it's a Sony
White.
camera, some studio lights, a 55-inch monitor, an overhead green screen, an overhead camera, a camera sitting right here on my turntable. That's it's my T-shirt cam because I'm known for my fancy tees. So.
I was going to get to that point, but yes, you are known for your T-shirts. What are you wearing today?
Today I'm wearing Philadelphia Print Shop, Catalyst for Change, Chisholm for President, 1972, a year before my born year.
Oh, and that's and that birthday might be coming up in a couple months.
In a few months.
Yeah,
Indeed.
fantastic. So, question for you: did you get that all installed during the pandemic? The drop down green screen, all the extra bells and whistles.
Well, everything happened in the last couple of months. Initially, I was using a ring light in my iPhone and plugging in directly out of my mixer into an 1/8-inch adapter into the iPhone and playing that way. The first night I went live, I played from the ambient sound of the speakers. So it was simply me playing and the iPhone picking up the audio from within the room as opposed to being directly in. So it was a low budget way, but what did we know back in March?
Tell me about it.
Technology.
Our show hasn't really much advanced since March. We're pretty much still doing it. I think I got two suction cup lights on the back of my laptop. I thought I was fancy till you had to start making fun of a ring light and an iPhone.
Wow.
So now, because I kind of would be envious of a ring light right now.
And you have wired headphones on too. So.
I do have wired headphones, but that was because Dave told me to do it.
Okay.
I've got wireless, I've got earbud, I've got the whole setup here. But Dave said that I should use these because of the hard line. There's less things that go wrong, especially when we first got started with the show. I mean, shit was going wrong pretty much on a regular. I was max headroom half the time, just frozen, glitchy.
Oh yeah,
dark.
we all had to figure out, or actually, we all had to understand how important upload speed is. Before, we weren't concerned with upload whatsoever. It was like, let me get a lightning fast download. But upload is crucial in this streaming age, for sure.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. But so that's the thing. And you think the local internet providers would have kind of stepped up their upload game, and it has not happened quite yet.
Not only have they not done that, they've put a cap on data. I'm not going to mention the company that just did it recently, but a large ISP is now restricting folks to their data limit per month and then charging an overage fee if you go over and above.
Bastards. Bastards.
They're hip to what's happening, for sure.
Yeah, so that's how it rolls. I'm just speaking of this, all kinds of crap is popping up on my screen, and now I'm back. So anyway, so how often are you going on? How often are you going live? And how many days a week?
I was going 5 days a week, 4 hours a day. I pared that down to 3 days a week for now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then, like I said, on Monday, I do a jazz set. It's not 10 hours of free jazz. It's maybe a smattering of free jazz. But so now 3 days a week, 4 hours. And sometimes I go overtime, but try to stick to 4 hours a day for my sanity.
Well, hey, Pete. Did you have any questions for Selecta?
How do you choose what
DJ2?
records are up behind you?
I rotate them every day. I like to offer up a hodgepodge of genres. So we have jazz, we have hip hop, we have more jazz. Wow, I think I just have jazz and hip hop. We have funk and soul. We have.
It was hiding back there. Oh, there it is.
We have Betty Wright, our very own
Nice.
Pittsburgh legend. So Betty Wright. That would not be the same person. But Betty Davis, the former Miss Miles Davis. So yeah, I just I go through the crates. I have a few records in here 25,000 or so. So I changed the positioning.
I was just wondering if you switch them out for every show, or is it like a daily thing, or is it just like
Secret
whenever you feel-
messages.
Right, that too. The jazz shows, I try to have all jazz records behind me, and theme-based shows, I have records that go together with the theme. But
You
on
should do
normal
it like
days, not
a.
today.
You could do like a bingo with that. Send people
Connect
like
four.
digital bingo cards.
Connect 4.
Right,
You could be
yeah,
like,
I
give me
need new,
a Jake Dill.
new ways to engage, so that's a good idea for sure.
So 25,000 records,
Give or take. That's not counting my 45s.
right? And all these are in your home.
They're all in my home. Correct.
They're
don't have, like-
structural.
They're structural supports for the house. Told that because I know. I mean, albums weigh a lot when you
They
you
do,
put a lot of them
and,
together.
I was not the only DJ in this household before too, so we had a combined maybe 40,000 records in here.
And you're on the ground floor, right? You're not on like
He
you're
was
on
not.
high rise.
He was
Oh.
not on the ground floor. I'm on the second floor currently.
That had to take them forever to move out.
I moved Manny Thiner.
Oh wow! Really?
I moved his record collection.
It's crazy that I brought up Manny, and here we go. Everyone has a Manny story, the legend, the myth.
Yeah.
He is Pittsburgh's Kevin Bacon.
There are 6 degrees. Yeah.
Let's talk about Nirvana. Sleeping
How
on
he
his
brought him
couch.
to the turmoil room
Yeah.
in 1982.
Right.
No,
That's
it's
basically
it's a bit early.
it.
But yeah, they're all
not far
here,
off.
and there's no rhyme or reason to them. I need an intern to alphabetize everything.
So
I'm looking
you're-
at it now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to go. I know everybody kind of organizes their records differently, but you got to go alphabetical. I mean, you're essentially like a record shop. I mean, you got any duplicates in there? Or is it all OGs?
No, I have triplicates. Yeah, because I don't have a a lot of collectors have their whole collection on Discogs. I'm not that organized, so if I'm out at the Attic or Jerry's, I may not remember that I have that record. So I have many a triplicate in the collection for sure.
Are you still digging? Like,
I'm still digging. I was just at the Attic last week, and I sold records to the Attic for the first time. I've never sold a single solitary record out of my collection. Obviously, I had 720, and I sold records that I bought from other people and distributors, but never a single record until last week. So that's a major step in purging.
how many did you sell? Like 3?
I sold a baker's dozen.
Oh, there you go. That's a start.
Well, that's me and the legendary Bus Crates.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. Another.
Is that
Pittsburgh,
that's not. I guess that's recent because you're wearing a mask. So
I'm wearing a mask and shorts. Yeah, that is recent.
So not
That's
in
the
February.
Yeah, that's in when was that? That was in probably August, mid-August. Yeah.
I like
All
the
right.
new branding. I don't think I've talked to you
September 5th, 2020.
Well, there you have it.
Is there a holy grail, an album that you're looking for that you've never been able to find?
Ah, wow.
since the $1 Million Wu-Tang record.
Well, it's not a record.
Elon, does Elon have that, or was it another?
It was like some other billionaire.
Well, then no, it was the friggin' it was the what do you call it? The insulin dickhead,
That's it, yeah.
the bro that got it, but then he got like bankruptcy and it got seized. So I don't know what happened to that Wu-Tang album.
Is there a record that I'm in search of?
Yeah, because they're like,
Not off the. That's a great question. I'm always in search of imports. You know what? I am in search of several 45s, but they're nerdy hip hop 45s. Hip hop 45s are the most expensive records on the planet right now because there was only a handful pressed. Not a handful, but a couple thousand. So I'm looking for pretty much any old school hip hop 45. I can't tell you a specific one, Maureen. I apologize, but
because you're afraid it's going to get out there and then everybody's going to want it.
exactly. I'm gonna.
All our viewers are just going to go get on like eBay and just start buying up all the like every 45
Right.
from
like what
yeah.
just happened when this guy MF Doom died.
MF Doom, I saw that album up
These
there.
dickheads on eBay are selling his 12 inches for hundreds of dollars. So
Jesus.
opportunists to say the least. And I cursed. I apologize, but
That's okay.
That's-
Pete does
Fuck
it all
it.
the time.
today on
We're not censored.
my stream I said titty balls. So
Titty balls.
That's
It
my
was a
favorite
song-
curse
It
word.
was a song I was playing. It's a DC Go-Go song, and I was asking my chat what exactly does titty balls mean, and they were equally clueless. So
When I was growing up, I thought they were teddy balls. I had a friend, he called them teddy balls.
Okay, is that the voice of God? Oh, that's Dave.
That's Dave. That's Dave.
This is God speaking.
This is George Burns.
This is George Burns.
Hey, what's playing in the cassette in the boombox right there?
In the boombox, nothing. That's actually an Urban Outfitters generic. It's called Riptunes. It's a USB recorder that I've never used. It's strictly for display purposes.
Got a question from the audience. Do you have The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
I have it in digital form. But not
So
on wax.
so
Yeah.
so you prefer vinyl? I mean, you prefer records to the digital form. But you go.
Yeah. I don't miss schlepping 7 or 8 crates to a gig any longer. Clearly, I like the sound of vinyl better, but going digital.
So what if you? All right. So do you see yourself going a little bit more digital at a gig? So
I have been, for the last
like
10 years.
that's what I'm saying. But like even more so. So not instead of do you see yourself only taking like
even
a
more
small?
so hardware wise?
Yeah.
This is essentially digital. I have this piece right here that is in lieu of needles. So I can actually play a record right now, and if you see a needle's not on here, there's no needle. My needle's right here. So
Those are
this
pretty
basi-
sweet.
Basically turns. It's called a phase. It turns an analog turntable into digital, and it's a
magic.
needle saver.
What an exciting time to be alive.
Exactly.
They're probably like Bluetooth powered too, right? And you just plug them in or something.
They're USB powered.
USB powered. That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, to
So-
answer your question, I don't DJ often with vinyl. So
You're not doing the Twitch with vinyl at all?
I'm doing the Twitch with vinyl bits, vinyl segments, but not vinyl throughout. I have a stash of 45s right next to me here that I play on Twitch, but JJ Jackson, digital depth is a thing. Yeah, it's I've amassed quite the digital collection without having to rip any of my existing audio.
All right.
It's amazing.
Good stuff, man. So I'm wondering here if we could try to get away with it. Maybe you give us a little taste. Maybe you got some horns or something for us.
Yeah, I heard that someone likes brass bands, so let's see if we can get away.
I've been like
Brass.
pigeonholed. I only listen to brass music. Actually, I don't even know if I have any
You
brass.
listen to brass, you listen to world music, you listen to Engelbert Humperdinck, a little bit.
I'm more of a Gordon Lightfoot fan. I mean,
Okay.
George Michael.
nah, I don't have any George Michael. I did just bust out my CDs for first time in a long time.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited about it. They sound good.
All right, so everybody, if we end up getting shut down, which I do not think we will, you can always switch over to Twitch, and we are Together PGH on Twitch. We'll be running there and on YouTube. So yeah, let's have some fun. Here he is, Selecta.
Here we go. Past the Thief.
that fat ass beat. Come on, y'all.
Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand. With an equal opportunity for all to sing, dance, and clap their hands. Well, just because a record has a groove, don't make it in the groove. But you can tell right away left to A when the people start to move. They can feel it all over. They can feel it all over, people. They can feel it all over. They can feel it all over. Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he won holy roller. He got hair down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He wear no shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got wonky finger, he shoot Coca-Cola. He say, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me.
One time for your mind. That's how we do it. On Alone Together. PGH. I appreciate the mini set right there. Super impromptu.
Oh, I love it.
Throwing down the brass from my man Pete.
Appreciate it.
Pasta Thief and Mr. Dave, of course.
Man, thank you so much. That was fan flippin' tastic.
The first DJ on Alone Together Pittsburgh to play
Music. Yeah, this is true, and we haven't gotten shut down. So you are a
They'll
master.
probably be
of
muted
this.
tomorrow.
Whatever, man.
Oh, definitely muted, but as long as you don't get taken down in real time.
That's where it's at. That
Right.
was fantastic. We love the brass. Maureen Wildman says fabulous. Love the brass. Smooth. You take us on a musical journey, even though it was impromptu and in the minute. For my money, the best thing going, man. Thank you so much.
So do you think, I have a question, one more question. Do you think after the pandemic's over, you'll continue to do the streaming from your house?
Yeah, because I do a morning show, so I can
Nice.
do my evening gigs coupled with my normal morning show. I use my Twitch kind of like a radio show, so
Yeah.
I'll continue. Yeah, as long as I have viewers to provide that energy, I'll continue on.
How long did it take? I asked Eric this too. I know because it seems like the shift for Twitch from like Facebook like took people a minute, but like once it picked up, it seems like it's just insane now.
Yeah, I almost threw in the towel several times. It took a good month or so. I mean, I was playing for, less than 20 people for a better part of a month, and then, and I've been off for the last 2 months for some personal reasons. I've just got back on this week, and I'm at about 4,200 followers now. So
Nice.
it's like pulling teeth to get people to migrate over to a different app, and you actually tell them you can watch on a desktop. You don't have to set up an account. You can simply watch. You don't have to go through the process of registering, choosing a password,
Right.
a username that's already taken by someone else. So you can simply watch. There's a Fire Stick app for Twitch. So there's actually 3 or 4 different ways to watch Twitch, not just on your phone.
I remember the first time you went. It was like the first week, like when the pandemic hit, and we like Patrick and I were texting.
all-
We're like,
yeah.
"Select is on," and like there were like 1,000 people watching.
He's
you at
still
once.
there. He's still
I was
doing it.
coerced into doing that, and it was surreal. I mean, I left that night with 1,000 real-time viewers and tips galore. Like
Right.
I broke down that night. Like it was surreal for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Being innovative, man, though, I mean, that's it. You get a gold star for that. I mean, it's kind of fight or flight right now. So
Right.
it's nice
So
to see
on-
you flying.
So on Twitch, last question. This is from Dave, but do you leave your music up after the fact, or do you take it down your Twitch streams like when you're done?
Initially, I was leaving it up, but they're going through some things with the Digital Copyright Act, so I do not post my archives any longer. So when my show is done, it's done. The video or the audio rather, sometimes I make it available via Mixcloud, but the video is a wrap right after I'm done.
Cool.
Nice. All right.
Thanks for the info.
There you go. Maybe somebody's going to get back in the action.
Yes, let's have it.
So we'll check in on Bunny Cam real quick. Bunny, how we doing?
She just tore apart a stuffed animal. So
nice. Good
she's
work.
like,
Good work. She's
I'm
out of here. She's like camera shy. All right, we have an in-show poll tonight. I forget what it was, but Selecta, where do you fall on this? What was it? What was it, Pete?
Super Bowl things to do in the snow?
Super Bowl things to do in the snow. All right. So we took a morph. I believe...
I want to speak on this. It infuriated me, having 25,000 people in our current state of affairs. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, I was trying to... Yeah, we really haven't been hyping it till after the fact. But yeah, the current state of affairs, I think 7,500 of those people had been vaccinated because they were... But other than that, it was more so not what happened in the game, and was what happened in Florida after the game. Just the whatever footage that you saw of people. Yeah,
I did not see that.
That was the worst. It was the most. It was terrible.
I mean, I still.
Go ahead, Pete.
I was like, I still get like, I feel anxious because on certain Instagram feeds, people are posting from parties in the area, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I lose my mind when people post from parties and it's from 2 years ago, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like my knee jerk is this, and it's a flashback, and I'm like, oh, all right, but then it's not. Then like one time it's like, wait a minute, that's yesterday.
I've been turning down gigs left and right. Yeah, I'm not
really
ready to go out to play for the masses.
Good on you, man. I can't do it. Like literally, I've worked. Yeah, I never leave the house. I mean, unless I have to. You know what I mean? So just for whatever reason, I can't. Yeah. I mean,
Maureen's
to kill
got
it.
another question.
Oh, sorry. Selecta, are you?
My Twitch programs for my own edification. I can record. I can record in the software that I use. So actually, I do have a all of my old shows archived for my own personal viewing. I'm not quite sure if that's what you were asking, Maureen, but.
Maybe I think that's what she was asking.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know because but your audio is still out there, right?
My audio is floating about when I decide to post it up. I mean, really, I don't post it because do you really want to hear me shouting out to my Twitch viewers on an audio copy?
Not
That's
personally.
what we do with our podcast. You're doing very visual things and nothing. None of the podcast listeners. You know what? Screw you, podcast listeners.
Well, I'm sorry, podcast listeners, but we do have a audio only version of the podcast. If you're just watching for the first time, you can listen to it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, it'll be posted.
And you can check me out on the radio too on WYEP on Friday evenings.
Friday evenings, when to when?
6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Grand Groove Radio has been going since 2014, and radio is my true love. I have a face for radio. So,
go ahead.
I was going to say, are you doing the radio show from home, or do you go to WYEP?
I'm doing it from home. That's why I bought this expensive ass mic that you see in front of me. Yeah,
I was going to say it's pretty sweet. You're making me jealous
of your integrated laptop mic.
I have a real microphone, but it's just not. It's just not as nice as yours.
It's on a tripod and everything.
Patrick still has his computer on a couple old phone books he found.
Literally, I do. Okay, it's actually on a diaper box today. Because the phone books had to get recycled. Because you wear diapers. Because I wear diapers. Because I don't give a shit. It's the pandemic. I don't leave my house for anything. I don't even leave my room.
I don't have pants on right now.
Neither do I. Nobody does. I'm pretty sure that nobody wears pants like actual pants.
It's 2021. Who needs pants?
We were talking about this like athleisure sales through the roof. Pete's buying sweatpants. I'm shorts or whatever like old school $2 gym shorts.
Much to the chagrin of Jerry Seinfeld.
Exactly, right?
I just bought slippers today for the first time in my life.
Oh wow.
Wow, man, I'm sorry.
It's cool. I'm into it. I'm wearing
Well,
sweatpants.
this has been
I've
a
got
nice
slippers on.
This has been a nice transition in life for you. It was good knowing you, Pete. My rebel friend Pete, pandemic Pete. Still, you gotta do some kind of gig, Pete, with the pandemic name. I mean, come on,
Nah.
free publicity.
I started to get that shit together back last April or whatever, and then I just got busy with the summer, and then it was like,
All right,
other stuff
on.
going on.
right on. Well,
Rest in peace to the Brilla Box. We had a great party there, the Union, and it's
Yeah.
sad to, I haven't been able to speak on it much, but we had a legendary party where there was a line out the door on most nights waiting for people to queue up in line to get in. So, rest in power.
Absolutely, man. I mean, everybody's been moving from one thing to the next, and everybody's not going out as much. I don't think when this thing's over and we get out of this, but I think there's going to be a real rude awakening when everyone realizes what's not there anymore. Everyone's going to just pick up where
the
they
Rex
go.
is gone, and
We're gonna have a bitchin' party at Panera Bread. It's gonna be bumping.
the bakery
We're
square
going to be
in there.
fighting about like extra guac at Chipotle.
That will be 59 cents. You know.
I was just going to say, like,
They have to
people-
alert you of the upcharge or
that-
reprimand you.
but I'm just saying, like, where are we going? Applebee's? I think even Applebee's are closing. Like, what's going to be there? I don't know.
Mad Max will still be there.
Smoky Bones.
Smoky Bones.
In the lobby of Smoky Bones.
I'm going to rent out the old Pier 1s.
No, there'll be like Halloween party cities in there. What are you
Enjoy
talking
your
about?
blooming onions, motherfuckers.
Well, all right. Well, I think we should wrap on the show tonight because we're devolving into actual shit that people want to talk about. So why would we want to do that? But thank you so much, Selecta, for being here tonight, everybody. Friday nights on YEP, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the morning mix. You can check out my man's Twitch. It's in our comments, and there it is on the screen right there. Selecta 720, and tune in. You'll come for what shirt he's wearing, and you'll stay for the music. Is basically what it is. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Should we have Selecta play us out?
Hold on. Yes, we can. Hold
All
on.
right. Well,
We
hey,
want
we'll-
to see who won the poll. Did we?
oh
do
yeah,
that?
let's see who won the poll. I think it was done while Selecta's looking that up. It looks like rooting against Tom Brady wins. All right, as it should. Even though there's like some funny videos of him like being hammered, laughing his ass off, getting carried through Tampa without a mask on, of course.
Of course.
Because what the hell? Let's give us something else to root against him for. So that's there. But tomorrow night we are back. We've got a big show tomorrow night. We got folks from Ascender are going to be here tomorrow night talking about what they're up to. The Records, Sarah Siplak and Scott Rogers Peterson are going to be here. And of course, we're going to find out what Kate ate with Chef Kate Romaine talking to us. But in the meantime, I'm going to give it over to Selecta. Everybody, keep on wearing masks, keep on social distancing, take care of each other, and check in on your friends you haven't talked to in a while. Because they might need it. You don't even know it. So thank you all. And I give it to Selecta.
That was the No BS Brass Band with that aha take on me. As we close it out with Tom's Diner. Thanks for rocking on Alone Together Pittsburgh. Back tomorrow. Thank you, people. Thanks to Dave, Pandemic Pete, and the Pasta Thief, Pete Jordan. This is local music, Bus Crates, on a Suzanne Vega remix. Peace to Ellen, Nadili, if I pronounced that wrong. Thank you, Maureen. Once again, thanks for rocking. I'm out of here. You can check me out on WYEP and live on Twitch. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Dorothy was a waitress on the promenade. She worked the night shift. Dishwater blonde, tall and fine. She got a lot of tips. Well, earlier I'd been talking stuff in a violent